Hurricane Melissa claimed over 50 lives, with Jamaica and Haiti hit the hardest. In Black River, Jamaica, nearly every building was damaged. Roofs were completely ripped off. Power was gone. But even in the destruction, hope is rising. Food is being airlifted in. Churches are mobilizing. And one leader said it best: "You are not forgotten." In disaster, faith holds fast. Joining us now to reflect on faith, history, and where we can turn in times of crisis, Dr. Jerry Newcombe, Executive Director of the Providence Forum. Dr. Newcombe, how can faith communities help in these times? I mean, we hear all the time that a lot of times FEMA and government agencies and others don't even show up. And a lot of times it's the churches and the neighborhoods and the families that really bear the brunt of this for the average citizen.
That is exactly right. And you look at the Christian-based charities, they get involved, and they're right there, right away. It's amazing. Food for the Poor, which, by the way, it's based in South Florida. It's one of the largest charities, if not the largest charity in the United States of America. And it started right here in South Florida in 1982. And they work a lot in the Caribbean basin. And then, of course, there's the Salvation Army and all sorts of different groups that get involved. And you know, there's an interesting quote from about 20 years ago after one of the hurricanes. In fact, it was Katrina that hit, and there was a man from the UK Guardian in England, and he wrote this. He was a skeptic himself, and he said, "Notable by their absence are teams from rationalist societies, free thinkers clubs, and atheist associations, the sort of people who normally scoff at religion's intellectual absurdity, but also regard it as a positive force for evil. Faith comes with a packet of moral imperatives that, while they do not condition the attitude of all believers, influence enough of them to make them morally superior to atheists like me." So here was an atheist saying, "Hey, I can't believe it. All these Christian groups get involved, when these hurricanes happen." And it happens over and over. And I think that's a beautiful witness to Jesus Christ. And he's the one who said, when you treat the poor, it's as if you're treating me. You're giving me food. You're giving me clothes. You're giving me shelter.
Yes, absolutely. What do people not know about these particular situations? I remember I was on the ground when the huge tornadoes hit Alabama, and we lost a couple of hundred people in that tornado. And I was brand new at radio station, didn't know what I was doing, ended up going to cover it. I was blown away. I just could not believe the level of debris that was above my head for just as far as the eyes could see. You can't see that from the aerial shots. So tell us what we don't know about being on the ground in tragic situations like these.
Well, in a very real sense, Dr. Gina, the best thing is to prepare when things are normal. Memorize scripture. I'm serious. That may sound almost trite, but it's not.
I agree.
You remember things that come to mind, or even Christian songs. I saw this song: "Though the mountains may fall and the hills turn to dust, yet the love of the Lord will stand." And, those kinds of reminders that through it all, our God is a mighty fortress, and his will not be thwarted. And in the meantime, Christians get involved. We roll up our sleeves and we go on the ground and get the relief that these people may need. So I would just say, be prepared spiritually in advance through scripture memorizing songs, and then plug into networks that can help, especially when the time of crises come.